February 22nd, Police Department entrance.
Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. It took almost 30 minutes by taxi. Traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? Only ever been to criminal affairs next door. I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on. What's that?
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Oh, wait. I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me.
He sure is running over here fast. I knew it.
It would be. Hey, pal, what are you doing here?
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there?
What? Well...
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
What? Why not?
Why?
Oh, that was you. Goddamn.
Hmm?
I'm used to being Maya, so it's me off every once in a while.
No, I hear you. I mean, she essentially is Maya.
Basically,
Well,
yeah.
Just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office. She killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
Wonder why.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. He kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
I faked evidence. I mean, what do you mean, this time? Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. they're not letting any of us rank-and-file detectives in at all. None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The Chief of Police himself is directing this investigation, Val. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking. Officer Marshall.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
She has a point.
I was wondering about that. What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece.
Of course it is. You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops.
Okay. The detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. Also, he's been saluting him for the entire, 15 minutes we've been standing here.
Well, he needs to constantly salute him while he's speaking to him.
Ah, that makes sense. And then I said, hey, you do that. You do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. Oh, you can take it, yeah.
That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair. When do they get their own game?
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
I'll let this swing and a miss. A panda?
Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo?
Screw zebras, they're not scientific enough. I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. I think we confirmed.
I thought they were talking about the weather.
I think we just confirmed that they are.
Yeah, they were talking about soup.
banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprint sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Okay. Do we have anything else here? Okay. Let's look at this. Oh, we got two things to look at.
It's funny, in most houses you think it's a kid. In my house, it's always my dad.
Yep. Sounds about right. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car.
3 minutes after he got into the lot. I guess that's not how they're doing it, but...
If only he was held up a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps.
Just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light.
Okay. Then the other one... Oh, I can't do anything with this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Maybe present the parking stub to.
Yeah, I think the parking
Gumshoe?
stub, maybe the ID, and the trophy is what I'm thinking is potential.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? No, wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course someone else did it. Someone who must have... someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Or Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Yeah, because it's like, I wonder how would the chief prosecutor know the knife is, like, exactly where it is, you know?
Yeah.
So it's all kind of fishy.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Diligence in polishing Edgeworth's desk. Congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there is a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Wonder if that's a...
He's in a tough spot again.
Again?
Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural. People would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us.
Interesting. Wonder. Okay, let's go back. Maybe the knife. Oh, the ID. That's what the other thing I wanted to present. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into to the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bryce Goodman.
Close enough.
Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together? Well, now I remember.
I didn't do that, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember, I think it was with Wendy, how she just like,
She would just go on and on.
talk over. Yeah, and it's like you can't say everything, because it's kind of like meant to be like talked over.
Yeah.
Bryce Goodman, he's the victim.
Definitely Bruce. That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Okay, so now we should be able to talk about this. So this ID card belonged to the victim.
Here's a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer? Mr. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot.
And Lon is confessing as much.
That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? You met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot?
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police.
Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA.
For a moment there I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. maybe.
It's interesting because they won't even let him look at the crime scene.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
Okay, now that makes way more sense. Now we can go back to the lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. Be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. See you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, she was probably talking to her boyfriend.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's another thing. She mentioned her boyfriend works in the security office, which is directly above the
Interesting.
thing. Yeah. Oh, still here?
Hello.
Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? That's right, she said you worked in security before. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene.
And you love the animation.
It's so good.
There's something I want to ask you.
Scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who have lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
He's asleep.
Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Okay, let's show him the letter. Oh, well, I guess let's look at the letter.
Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out.
Maybe there's a letter or something, Detective Gumshoe.
Let's see. Annual bonus, $20.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. I think a couple zeros are missing.
No, that sounds about right, at least in that detective's case. Well, they do not treat him well.
Oh my goodness. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator.
Jesus Christ. I went to the wrong menu. I have to do that. Well, no, I have to still hit the other button. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? That old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec. Is that crime scene supposed to be handled by detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land.
Nope, they're not.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. The Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Okay, let's... Oh, I have two things to talk to him about now. Okay. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right?
Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Nice, okay.
My sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot?
So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you were a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? How he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? Why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. It's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of this cow run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Okay, let's... He can go over here now. Well, yeah, last time I tried to go over here, he just interrupted me. He was like, hey, can't investigate this crime scene. Now we can finally check it out. This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right. Let's check it out. Now it's doing it for me.
This cell phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial?
Mr. Wright. Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? No, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation.
Whatever, let's check this phone out. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Hey,
that song. I know that. I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I see you, partner. Pressed redial on their phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone? Oh, it's you. That's you.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's.
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've inserted the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Robbery on a sky, last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Like how it's playing this fucking Wild West music while we're investigating.
Oh, it's fantastic.
E-block is through there. That's where visitors park.
I could see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. You can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks.
A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon.
This rope, is it?
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
You're right. Let's see. 6-7S122. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either.
Wow.
I think that's everything.
It seems like it.
Oops, clicked the wrong thing. There we go.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
They were lovers.
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? It's atmosphere, okay. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they?
No, he was a dick. A real fucking dick.
These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't wrestle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What you're saying, Edgeworth was making deals to win the trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
Oh, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma,
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? A popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Oh boy. Oh, that was a long initial investigation.
That was. Yeah, jeez. 'Cause, like, 'cause usually we'll go to trial, then back to investigating, get some more intel.
Well,
Yes,
there is more of that. That just was very long.
Yeah, no, that was a long introduction to the
Oh man. Yeah,
the
jeez.
actual, being in the courtroom.